Hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am going to do the download today, but I am going to get the cards ready first and see what decks we're going to use. This is stuff I've been doing in the pre-show shuffle. I'm just going to do it right now. I don't want to do 2 videos. I want to do 1 video. So here we are. I'm going to be grabbing some cards to use. Oh, yeah. We're using the Mother Peace Round Tarot today. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. And we're going to use the Starseed Oracle and the Work Your Light Oracle. We're going to have to get all these shuffled up, folks. What else are we using today? What else are we using today? The White Light Oracle wants to come out. And the Sacred Circle Tarot as well. Okay. So I think we got the decks we're going to use off the shelf. If you don't want to watch me shuffle, yeah, you might want to come back later or fast forward until the download begins. I don't know if I'll timestamp this or what, but I don't know. I guess I'll hold up the sign when it's time for the actual show to begin. When I do that, if you fast forward till when I do that, then that'll be the show again. Anyways, doesn't matter. I can do what I want to do because I'm giving this voluntarily. I'm not in any force. I don't have to do anything any certain type of way. I don't have to nothing. I do it because I want to, and because I love it, and because I love you, and because I love what I can do. So we're going to shuffle cards. I feel like putting something music-y, meditation-y. Okay. When we get into the reading, it will be a collective reading. I'm not going to be answering your personal questions here if you haven't purchased membership here with the channel. However, right now I'm going to shuffle for the show. So what deck do I want to start shuffling with? Okay, the White Light Oracle. I'm going to shuffle with the White Light Oracle. I don't know about this one. I really fucking need the book for this deck, but we'll see what we get. This one did not come with the book. It was a donation, but it didn't come with the book. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Okay. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. Oh, are we just going to do it that way? Y'all going, okay. What's the message from the White Light Oracle? I guess we're starting it right now. I guess, let me hold this up again. Go time. Okay, listen, that's fine. That's fine. You can make it look like, we can make it look like I don't know shit about what I'm doing, but you kind of don't. You just go with the flow. Listen. Hey, Des, I see you, baby. I had 2 cards come out. There's something here about I see the color yellow and I see the light unfolding, and it looks like coming into a light body, being put up on a pedestal. It giving me Ace of Cups energy, self-love flowing energy as well. 3 cards came out. Okay, so I heard past, present, future. Yogini 285 HZ. I heard looking at self-worth and self-value. In the past, you had finally got some ideas about self-worth and self-value. You started taking a closer look at that. You started looking more into how you could honor and respect your self-worth and self-value. And then this song is making me think of Corinne Bailey Rae. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Let's see what else we have. Heart chakra energy now. Ooh. So first you start looking at your physical value and worth. Then you started, that healed your heart. I'm hearing that healed your heart. And then we have Ishtar's Lion's Gate. Okay. You coming into some courage. Okay, so all that. And at the beginning, I told you, like, this is giving me the energy of unfolding in your power, light body energies. And that yellow is definitely lion energy. Okay. Oh, I didn't go live on the wisdom app. Hold on, let me hook up the wisdom app because this was not, today. This is different. This is different. That's what it is, and that's okay. Everything don't have to be the exact same every day, does it? Okay. So, I got the wisdom app live now too. Okay, cool. All my peeps are here. Okay. Or at least you can be and will be at some point, right? It's like you were always this amazing light body being, but there was, I'm hearing structures in place that had you, had you fooled. I heard that had you fooled. I heard fooled into thinking that you were less than what you are. Hey, Royal Sag. Try hip in the house. Yes, you caught me live. So yeah, this was about unfolding your light body. One of the first things that was necessary was so this is something I'm hearing. I learned this a long time ago, and they want me to share it with you. It started with root chakra energy. When I was looking at this, it started with looking at your value, your security. Yeah. Then it went into the heart. And so one of the things I learned early on in my spiritual, I don't even know where I heard this from, what in my spiritual journey has been, if your lower chakras are not functioning effectively, if they're not functioning at all, if they are dysfunctional, if they're swirling in the opposite direction of what they were designed to swirl in, it will drain the energy from the upper chakras. And so you might raise your energy of your heart and all that stuff, or your crown chakra, or your third eye chakra, or your throat chakra. But if your root chakra is not balanced, if it's not functioning in the way in which it was designed, you will drain the energy from the upper chakras. The lower chakras drains the upper chakras. So there's this energy of you got those lower chakras right, because it's showing me root chakra to heart chakra. As you did that with this Lion's Gate energy, boy, that opened a portal for you. That opened a portal for you, and you're in courage. You're in power. You are in your strength. You have lots to be proud of. And I love that there are mandalas on the crown chakra and in the throat chakra. Oh, I got mine on my throat chakra too. I'm just saying. Lionsgate energy. Becoming empowered. Becoming empowered. Okay, let me see these. Here, your self-reading cards. Let me see what's coming out from these. So thankful and grateful to be here. I love what I do. Let's see what we have. Any members, anyone who's a member of the channel will get a chance to get their personal question answered at the end of this general session. Anybody who's not a member, if you send me your 10 US dollars and I can confirm that before I get there, then I'll answer your question live. Other than that, you can still have it. I'm just going to send you a quick little clip with your answer recorded, okay? But yeah, anybody could get an answer. It's just that the ones who have tried membership, part of their benefit is getting to have that done live here on the channel. So let's see. Spirit, heart, and mind, and the spirit and the spirit. All right. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see, speak and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. What's the download message today, please and thank you? What's the download message today? I'm looking for 3 cards to go with the other. Ooh, see? In the past energy, self-sabotage. I told you had to get that root chakra shit right. Ew. Were you self-sabotaging by going for the way you were going for your desires? Did you have some fucked up desires that was taking you down a perilous path of pity? I heard a perilous path of pity. Perilous path of pity. Okay. All right. Let's see what else for the download today. What card goes here, please? You guys want to see the cards on the table, or are you like staring at me today? If you want to see the cards on the table, let me know. I'll flip the computer around to see the cards. Victim consciousness. One of the things that was affecting your heart chakra was victim consciousness. From victim consciousness, oh yeah, that's going to affect your heart chakra, right? Because that's going to put you in this state where you don't feel safe to love or be loved. I heard. Okay. Self-sabotage through victim consciousness. They did this to me. It's your fault you did this to me. I blame it on you. They did this to me. It was the worst thing that ever happened, and they fucked up and they ruined everything for me. It was their fault. Entrapment. That is a trap. Somebody here has been self-sabotaging themselves in victim consciousness that's keeping them stuck. It's so fucking easy to blame everybody else for all the stuff that went wrong in your life. I know that they really did something. I understand that. I get that. I'm not saying they didn't really do something. But if it's their fault and they're the one in power, they're the only one that can do anything about it. And you've disempowered yourself. The bottom of the deck is rejection. All right. So there's some, I see this as 2 different energies. I see this as 2 completely different energies. Somebody did something to try to violate another's safety and security. This could have been anywhere from physical attack to making a person feel bad about themselves to trying to disrespect somebody and steal from them or rob from them or something like that. It could be anything like that, right? But whatever it was, they thought they were getting around somebody else. But the thing is, the person that they did it to, they had done the work already on their safety and security. So it even if it was, let's say, a trip or a stumble, they didn't fall. No, they didn't fall. They stood tall. They keep moving. Yeah. And somebody here is stuck in the victim consciousness. Again, you did this to me. They did this to me. They hurt me. It's their fault. There was nothing I could do. I don't have a choice. You always have a choice. You may not like the choices you have, but you always have a choice. There's always something you could do. You may not see what it is, but there is something you could do. I heard figure it out. Sometimes the big challenge in front of us is to see, what can I do in this situation? Yeah. All right, let's see what's going on here with the Starseed Oracle. So let's look at the spiritual background of this situation here. What do we have? All right, connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and the spirit. And one for the body. One for the heart. One for the mind. One for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see, speak, and hear it. All right. What is the message for the download today? What you got to say? And I'm seeing 3 cards from this deck as well. Let's see. All right. 2 came out. Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to set up. So it's time to set up? No, it's time to step up, the card says. But I clearly said it's time to set up. It was a setup. It was a setup so you could step up in your power, in your safety, into your security, and your stability. It was a step up. The self-sabotage that you had did in the past was a step up. Some of you feel like you're trapped right now, but I heard you're just set up for the perfect crossing, portal passing, quantum leap, quantum jump, stuff like that. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Then we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. You were called in this situation to recognize where you have been sabotaging yourself. You're looking at situations now, realizing anywhere where you're holding on to this victimization, they're showing me a phrase that I channeled at the beginning of the year, several years ago. They said, sometimes the darkness gets darker so you can see the piercing of the bright light. Yeah. So this, anywhere where you are in a victim mentality, you're looking for where is the love, and this is your surrender to the situation. Because remember, tribe, the term pronoia is a all-encompassing belief that everything is working out for you. And remember, your reality is going to reflect your beliefs. So even if it looks ugly on the surface, when you have pronoia, you know that there is blessings and lessons in this for you. And so this is what you do. You have some hurt in your heart. You need to look at that hurt and what is it teaching you? How does it empower you? How does it make you better? How does it refine your desire? How does it refine your path for you? How is it guiding you? Okay, and the 3rd card that came out. We are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Didn't I tell you you might feel like you're entrapped because you can't go nowhere, but really you're in a setup to go through a portal, a gateway, a timeline shift, a quantum leaping? Yes. Where you're at, this is what you'll find, is where you're at. If you're feeling restricted, like you can't move around, if you're feeling restricted, like you can't get down the way you want to get down, jump up and get down. Jump. You about to jump. You're about to quantum leap. You're about to go through this portal. I love the bottom of the deck. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Yeah, our life has been very extreme. Interesting, because I see, I see the ancestors all around viewing. I see the support of certain energies coming in to support. There's all these light bodies coming in as supportive. There's these light bodies. It's like you're in a protected place. So I get the idea here that we've been wondering, like, when is this going to finally change? I feel like nothing is happening. I feel like things aren't moving. I feel like everything is staying the same and nothing's really moving forward. It will be moving forward in a very rapid fashion, is what I heard. When it breaks forward, you're going to experience a huge shift and a quantum leap. But part of the holdup is to look at anywhere where you're still feeling like they did this to me. It's not my, I don't have no power. I don't have no choice here. There's nothing I could do. They hurt me. All that victim consciousness, there's this time period of processing what you've experienced, all those extremes of life, all those extreme polar opposites. Like I heard the highs of the highs and the lows of the lows. Highs, the high highs and the low lows of life. It's easy to see how the highs, the good times, were beneficial. It takes a more discerning mind. I hear it takes a more discerning mind to really sit with oneself and see how the lows are just as empowering and beneficial as the highs. Let's see how to work our light in this energy. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and the body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. Okay. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine truth, let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. For my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, what is the download message today? How can we work our light? Again, looking for 3 cards, please, and thank you. 3 cards. Okay. 1 fell out. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. I heard you showed up. You were already doing it. You felt like there's something more I gotta be doing. And on this path, the lady, she's way over here. And she's facing ahead of her, which looks like she has her back to us. But behind her, there's all these rocky paths. Rocky paths. There's more to come, but you've been getting through it. As it's all about how you journey in this life. I heard it's all about the journey. It's all about how you journey. It's all about your response to the journey. When you start putting your mind to, oh, this is terrible. Everybody's against me. It's all against me. All this terrible stuff keeps happening to me, and I can't get a break and all that stuff. Like, that's not the response you were looking for. And you had to make a break from that type of mentality. Yeah, you had to make a break from that type of mentality, because what you started to realize was the way you responded to a lot of stuff was really loving and really beautiful. And I'm hearing every time you did that, what you were unaware of was you were planting more love in yourself. Because if you go out there and you reflect back more hurtful, more pains, and more injuries, I'm hearing hurt people. And if you don't heal from your hurts, you heal or you bleed on those who didn't even hurt you. So there was a lot of facing where you were self-sabotaging yourself because you didn't feel secure. I see that. Let me see, what else do we have? What's the download message today? How can we work our light in this? Recognize that you've been doing it. You've been doing it. So I'm trying. No, you're not trying, baby. You're doing it. You're doing it to the best of your ability. You're doing what you're here to do to the best of your ability. And every day you're alive. Every moment you're alive. Every minute you're alive. You can learn more healthier ways to respond to things, more empowered ways to respond to things. And sometimes the empowered response is to not even deal with the situation because you see the vibration is so off. But sometimes you can't shake that vibration. So no matter what, if you can't shake that vibration and the vibration is off, you have to confront it head on. And they're showing me the GPS, like you can't get where you're going if you're not plugged in from your accurate starting point. The directions will be off if you're not plugged in from an accurate starting point. So you had to get plugged in from an accurate starting point. And part of that was realizing, well, this is where I see that I have contributed to my own, I heard demise, my own situation. In other words, there was an unpleasant situation. You have to recognize where you contributed to that on your own. Let me see what else came out. The inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And that was right there with that heart energy. Yeah, as you surrender to the divine, you started going into that inner temple. Some of you, yeah, I see you tuning in saying, okay, so where is the lesson and the blessing in this? Why is this affecting my heart so much? Why does it hurt so much in my heart? Okay, what is my heart looking for in this? And it was a release of this victim consciousness. Like, it was never happening to you. It was always happening for you. And if it was unpleasant, it was a challenge meant to show you how freaking awesome you are. Because if you don't have no challenges in life, you won't know what you can do. And so you start to look at, you could be right now even starting to look at the challenges in your life from a different perspective. This is an opportunity to find my greatness, my ability, my power. And when you do that, the mentality of that, oh, that's transforming. That is life transforming. Yeah, instead of, oh, this is happening to me and I can't do nothing about it. No, not anymore. Oh my God, that's some good coffee. All right. Let's see. Let's get one more Work Your Light Oracle. What's the message for the download today? One more card, please, and thank you. My God, I'm so thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Yes, please, and thank you. You know, one thing I'm hearing, recognize that the power of this collective, as every message is always for all those who tune into it, regardless of the time that you find it, you know, recognize that the power of this collective is so transformational. So transformational. Yeah. So transformational. And that each of us has our own specific soul ties and connections. And as each of us chooses to raise our vibration, confront the victimization consciousness that we had held on to, and transmute that energy into our power, that energy is accessible to those who are in soul connections with us. And I hear, and you don't even know who you're in soul connection with. You know some of them. A small fraction of your soul connections are you truly aware of. But if you're a female, that's a whole soul connection. If you're a parent, that's a whole soul connection. If you were ever violated physically, that's a whole soul connection. If you graduated college, that's a whole soul connection with all those others who shared that experience. Shared experiences with others individuals, whether you know them or not, creates a soul connection. That's why this planet is filled with entanglements. Most of them we don't even recognize until we begin to really, like, I'm hearing, zoom out and see the larger perspective. So some of these energies, that you have broken of victim consciousness and self-sabotage have benefited others that you don't even know about, and will still continue to moving forward benefit others that you don't even know them physically. But your souls have a connection because you have a common ground that you are emotionally tied to an experience of your own, and then those others as well are tied to a similar experience or the same experience. Okay, I mean, we can get down into ethnicities, places of birth, all these different things create soul connections with others. Why does that matter? Well, it matters to you personally because sometimes some of the energies are so thick because nobody has broken them before in your soul tie group, and somebody's got to do it first. And they're showing me a brick wall that is being broken through. Once one person broke through the brick wall, everybody else can go through the brick wall, right? And then, of course, now the next position we're coming into here, it has to do with this portal energy. You have been thinking, oh, I can't get nowhere. But they said it's a setup for you to go through this portal. And because it's the Lion's Gate, it's giving me Leo season for sure. 888. If you've been seeing 888, heavy emphasis for you. But also, this Ishtar's Gate is card number 44. It's real little. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's card number 44. And 44 is the rare healer. The rare healer. So most humans desire external connections with other people so much so that they can do this work. The rare healer, one of the things I'm hearing is the rare healer will not require the other person to do the work. They have this, I'm hearing they have this innate ability to process their own human experience in and of themselves. So there's something here about that. So there's healing on your own. Yeah, and then I'm hearing healer, heal thyself. And then I'm hearing a healer is not going to heal you, but is going to show you how to heal yourself. There's a portal coming in. Let me see what's else with that. The starseed, what lights you up? You're looking off in the distance. I heard you're going to have recollections and memories of what you really are. So I see a revealing of your authentic self, and that comes on the heels of having processed all these experiences, many of them painful ones that you've been holding on to. And it takes you into this place. It takes courage to do this. It takes courage to go there. And you're going from a self-sabotaging and victim consciousness into a looking at things that light you up consciousness. That's super empowering. The bottom of the deck is a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? I heard yes, you have. At the core of it all, if we would all understand that we are here to move consciousness, evolve human consciousness. Everybody on planet Earth plays a role in that. And then I just heard the song come in. Everybody plays a fool sometimes. Okay. Yeah, everybody plays a fool sometimes. And when you come to Earth, part of why you come here is to play the fool, to not know who you were, Let's pull the Alpha and Omegas while I keep talking here, because we sure didn't in the beginning. And then we'll just set them aside. To reveal who you were. And in the revealing of your authentic self, you've moved consciousness for all humanity. Yeah, they're saying it's like when you look at the difference from the dark ages till today, there's a huge shift in human consciousness happening. From the dark ages, to today is a great physical representation of what that's looking like for our spirits, okay? So there's been a lack of awareness of our empowerment, of our authentic divine nature. And when we were unaware of that, we didn't feel like we had power. We didn't feel like there was anything we could do. We had a lot of self-defeat conversation internally and externally. Okay, so that means, those are the days where you wake up and you're like, oh, here we go again. This is still happening. That is ugly. I don't like this. I can't stand this. I don't even like life. I don't even like life. There was that kind of mentality that wanted to come out. We've got the Alpha and Omega messages pulled. All right. We're going to pull out the Mother Peace Round Tarot, and I'm going to shuffle that up so we can get into some tarot messages now. And they're showing me the 9 cards spread, starting in the past and moving to the future. Predictions in this. Okay. Mother Peace Round Tarot. What's up, Janine? Heat in the house. All right. So let's see. Connecting the body and the body. Connecting the body, heart, and mind. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and the body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. Connecting the spirit and the spirit. 1 for the body, 1 for the heart, 1 for the mind, 1 for the spirit. Divine truth, let me see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. So also, I am being told that we will pull a yes or no question at the end of this session. The very last thing we do before we go is going to be a yes or no for everybody, whoever shows up to watch this video. So you can begin to formulate your yes or no questions. You don't need to put them in the comment. You can put a yes or no in there. When you figure out your question, put yes or no in the comment. You can put that. Just put yes or no. Yes or no, yes or no. Because that's going to let spirit know that you're in tune to get your yes or no answer. And here's the thing. From the time you start formulating your questions, your guides and spirit is working with you, and they know how to answer all your questions in one pull. Yeah, you all going to formulate your questions in the perfect way so that the one yes or no answer will be for all of you. Okay. And we will do our member minis at the end as well, but we're not done yet. So let's see. Show me the download energy today. We're going to start with 4 past positions. What do we have? All right. First card in the past. We have the Hangman. There was a delay. You thought you were getting ready to go. Well, hi ho the Dario. I don't know why that came through, but that's what I heard. Hi ho the Dario. Okay, I don't know what that means. For somebody, if that means something to you, okay, and the number 12 might be significant for you. You could be born in December or on the 12th of the month. Okay. The Hangman. This situation, the situation, the universe had you in a holding pattern. You were in a holding pattern, but the thing is, a holding pattern where the cycle continued the same way was for you to see things in a different way, see different perspective. A perspective shift was needed in this situation. Okay, what else? Past energy. We have the Daughter of Swords. And so in this energy, it's like, as you were looking for questions, why is this being held up? What am I here to learn? The answers come through. The answers come through for you. To clear the confusion from your mind, okay? The answers came through to clear some confusion from your mind. You started to see some of the reasons why things weren't changing in your life. You started to see anywhere where you were holding unhealthy perspectives. All that started to get confronted and dealt with. But it required you, it was giving you a leg up. I heard it was giving you a leg up. It required you to really be willing to sit down and consider other perspectives. That was necessary. And it's like different ones will show up to show you. You could have been asking questions about these. For somebody, I'm hearing 3 specific people in your life. What do I do about this? I don't understand. It seems like nothing is moving forward. Ever since these 3 showed up in my life, answers start showing up for you. Okay, for some of you, they're talking about 3 specific relationships, whether they were all there simultaneously or at different times. For some of you, this is 3 specific hurts where you were like, well, why did this person do that to me? And then that person did that to me, and that person did that to me. All that was self-sabotage. Okay, all that, there was some self-sabotage in that, and that they did this to me. Victim consciousness wasn't helping because you were staying in the problem. The situation continued, so you could move from problem awareness to solution awareness. Okay, somebody's like, I really would love some solutions right now. You're not giving me any. The crone is self-searching, soul searching, looking at your soul, reading the signs of your life. Some maturity. You were being asked to step in and look at it from a more mature perspective. Look at the situation from a more mature perspective. Okay. What else? The moon. As you looked at the situation from a more mature perspective, this caused you to look back at the old cycles. You start to see the patterns. You start to open up your intuition a lot more. The holding period for some of you is just to keep into your own energy so that you can be more in tune with that inner voice and what it's telling you. Anywhere where you've been feeling like, whoa, I just saw that clearly. Okay. Where you felt like you used to have these different ones around you. There was 2 of them. They was trying to hold on to your soul. You just moved out of that and you just decided to be by yourself. And you're like, okay, I'm tired of being by myself. What's going on? What's the holdup? I'm ready for some new stuff. This was to give you a chance to really tune into how you feel, but not just how you feel, to be aware of how you feel, but to be aware of how you feel so that it can guide you better. So that you can it was always guiding you perfectly, but so you could better be receptive of what those feelings were guiding you, which way those feelings were guiding you. And it required you look to the past. You had to confront something from your past from a different headspace. In other words, the cycle is the upward moving spiral, and it came back around again. So right now, 2 of this change is upon you. Recognizing that there are connections, even if they're at a distance. Recognizing that change is possible. And this is taking your power to create and facilitate the change that you desire based off of the answers that you received when you asked, what can I do here to get a different experience from this seemingly unending his situation. I heard self-sacrificing situation. I feel like I'm sacrificing my whole life to this type of situation. I don't want to see that no more. Well, change is on you. Transformation is on you because you've confronted the past, because you look back and you saw the pattern, and you were more aware of how to read the signs that the pattern was showing you. See, she's at a crossroads and there's a sign. And then this little version is like, oh yeah, all that stuff from my past, I can look back on that and see the signs. I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. What's in the unfolding? The 6 of Swords. All those different points, all that different information is coming together. Yeah. There's a connection. Your mind, you're getting things together. You're getting things together in your head. You're making sense of things. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're making sense of things, putting it together. Everything is, I'm hearing, culminating to one point. Each one of them has their sword. and it's culminating to one point, and they're zoomed out. Didn't we say sometimes you got to zoom out and see the larger perspective? They are flying high above the land. You could see all the land below. So it's like, as you're in this change and you're starting to take this different perspective, it allows you to put facts together. Those is facts about this, that, and the other. Make sense of things that have been. And that's going to help you move on from it. Not hold it as, this happened to me. You did that to me. You hurt. It's because they hurt me. They ruined my life. That was so fucked up with it. Telling the same old story over and over and over again, it's not going to be. So let me see what's in the unfolding. The Empress energy. As you move away from all that victim consciousness that had been there, you're going to start seeing, I heard the returns. In other words, you're going to be sitting pretty. I heard sitting pretty. Creating beneficial things from your mental power instead of stuckness, instead of not enoughness, instead of more pain and more drama and more stress. So things happen every day. Some of them are pretty and some of them are not. But when you look at, regardless of whether it's pretty or not, this is happening for me. And there's a reason this is happening for me. And what is this trying to show me? Especially when it's not pleasant. When your feelings are unpleasant about it, your feelings are telling you there's something here where you can have a different perspective. I heard you sacrificing your high vibration to this experience. And how can you stop doing that? What is the shift necessary in you to stop doing that? That's what's been coming up here. So something has repeated. For somebody, I see your energy and you went into another relationship and it turned out just like the last relationship. When you knew that you didn't need to go into that next relationship, you weren't ready for that. You hadn't processed your stuff. You were still doing the same thing, okay, as the last time you did it. And what is this relationship? A relationship with another person, a relationship with an experience, or the way the relationship was with yourself? Because again, that energy is coming up. You used to tell yourself all types of ugly shit. So you went back into that at some point, whatever it was. And it's something you learned from the past. Some of you are realizing this is mommy issues. You got severe mommy issues. Some of you are having issues with a child because of your own mother issues. Maybe for some of you, your mother is not here, so you're having issues with this child, and those mommy issues are replaying because you still had not faced them. But now you're finally doing things different. You're making change, okay? All right, let me see. I also see somebody here. You're a mother with 2 children. A mother with 2 children. 5 of Cups energy. Emotionally challenging. This situation, it will present emotional challenges for you. I'm not telling you it's all going to be a rose and no, it's not all diamonds and roses after this, baby. I'm sorry, it's not. You still live on Earth. If you wanted to be in heaven, you should have kept your ass there. You came to Earth. This is Earth. This is Earth school. There will be more emotional challenges as you step into your power, as you become more empowered from the lessons of these things you confronted from your past. As you make changes, there will be some emotional challenges there. And as you make these changes, different ones I hear that will try to cling on to you. Yeah, different ones will try to cling on to you from the situations that you know you need to remove yourself from. So this is telling me, like, some of you are going to not be associated with these people, this group, this job. There's certain things you're not going to do, and that will present some emotional challenges. I also see somebody who's going to have a huge emotional release. A lot of tears are coming out, and those tears are a release of that mommy issue. There's a deep-seated mommy issue here for somebody. Yeah, I see that very clearly. And that's going to be released. It's going to be an emotional challenge released, okay, in the Four of Cups. And once you release that, you'll find your emotional stability, and you'll find the energy can flow again instead of sitting on it. I see the message, the simplest message for somebody here is stop claiming that you are those emotions and start recognizing that you're only feeling those emotions. For somebody here, a lot of what you've experienced in this self-sabotaging and victim consciousness had to do with your saying, I am depressed, I am sad, I am hurt. When you say I am, anything you say behind it is what you are. For somebody here, the only thing you're going to learn today is instead of I am, you say I feel. I feel sadness. I feel depressed. I feel angry. I feel hurt. Okay, so you feel it, but it doesn't mean you become it. Somebody here, that's the only thing you need to shift in your vibration, and you're going to watch your world expand and open up like crazy, because you're going to stop claiming all these low vibrational experiences as what you are. You'll stop being it as you stop claiming that you are it. Oh, Nine of Swords. Yeah, a lot of weird. I am afraid. For somebody to simply, I'm afraid. The Nine of Swords in this deck looks like nothing but entanglements. And it is. It's entanglements of the mind. It's a whole lot of worry, a whole lot of confusion. For somebody here, I see your fears, your worries, your confusion is tangled up in a connection you feel to somebody. You feel like you're trapped. You feel like you can't move. It has to do with the man. It has to do for somebody with a Sagittarius. Somebody here, you have a deep-seated fear of spiders, okay? Yeah, I see you feel like there's always attack is always... The next attack is always imminent, always feeling like you've always felt like you were under attack. Always felt like you were under attack, like they were out to get you. If that's you and you've been living in that energy, like, oh my God, everybody's always out to get somebody. Everybody always want to get me. I can't trust nobody. Well, honey, if that's been your perspective, then that's going to keep you there. If that's you, your job is to start noticing even the smallest ways in which you're not attacked, in which people were not trying to do anything to hurt you or be against you. Yeah, if you have been living your life in fear of being attacked all the time, feeling, because remember, the first card we had come out spoke to me about root chakra energy. Yeah, feelings of being fear, attack, unsafe, insecure. How are you regenerating that energy? By living in the fear. Somebody here, you don't want to go nowhere without your protection bracelet, crystal, necklace, charm. What is it? You put all your power, somebody here, you put all your power into an object to protect you. And anytime you don't have that object, oh God, you feel all out of whack. You feel all out of vibration. If you would realize that it's not the object that protects you, but your mentality that you hold while you hold the object that protects you. Hello? It's the mentality you hold that's actually protecting you while you're holding that object. That's important. Somebody, you've been looking for a protection spell. Baby, the best protection spell you have is to stop speaking out all that. They're always out to get me. They're always working against me. People always do things to me. That's a number one thing. Because I'm hearing you can use these objects all you want, but as long as your consciousness is stuck on being a victim, as long as your consciousness is stuck on being a victim, you will continue to self-sabotage the heck out of your own situation, no matter what protective spell or object you hold. Because you are not attracting based on what you hold or what you wear or what you look like. You are attracting based on your own mentality. Yeah. So We got some more coming out. I'm shuffling up the Sacred Circle Tarot. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truth. Let me see if we can hear it. For the love and peace and happiness, try here at this time. What's the download message? Thank you. The 9 of Discs. So as you gain this different perspective, you gain independence from the external control forces, from giving your power away to others, from needing the others or the items to prove your value, to prove your worth. Okay. You break free from self-destructive patterns. You break free from the idea that you have to be in fear because this happened in your experience and that happened in your experience. You could have felt very alone. For some of you, you've been on a very single and alone experience, and you've gained a different perspective of being alone, of being independent. Okay. And then, of course, I would hear, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. Okay. So some of you have been feeling Mr. Lonely. And you've been asking yourself questions about the ones that come into your experience. Is this love that I'm feeling? You've been trying to understand the experiences that you've had with those who were supposed to love you. They were supposed to love me. Why did they leave me? Why did they hurt me so bad? Why did they? Oh, did you see how they hold so much power in those statements? Instead of, I've had some difficult experiences. What was those experiences here to teach me? I heard turning the energy back to you. The Lover's energy. Somebody here, you've been so independent. Now you have a lover that's trying to approach your experience. No. They said that's not now. You had a lover that approached in your experience. This has already happened, they said. And this person showed you a lot of your own mentality. When you saw that person repeating the same old song, it's just another sad love song rocking my way. Yeah, so you saw this person repeating another sad love song. So somebody presented in your experience in the past. This person had on repeat victim consciousness, the sad love song, sad stories, the stories of everybody that plays the fool over and over again on repeat. And you became aware of how they were self-sabotaging. That made you aware of your own self-sabotage. You could see it in them because it was also in you. That's a cold pill to swallow that a lot of people don't want to bite into, is that if I could see it in you, that's because it's in me. They like it when they tell me, oh my God, I love your energy. And I tell them it takes one to know one. But they don't like it when they tell me, oh my God, you're a fucking bitch. And I tell them it takes one to know one. They don't like that one. In other words, they like seeing the reflection of what they are when it's the shiny side of the facet of the diamond that they are, right? But when the diamond, the side of the diamond that's being reflected back to you is your shadow, everybody don't like to see that. I heard, but that's how you have clarification. And I'm hearing, because diamonds are sold based on their clarity, they increase their value. Okay. Somebody, there was a Gemini energy in your past. I see that. This Gemini energy in your past, they could have been completely focused on you, but it was for physical desire only. It was not for the more emotion. Like somebody here, it was stuck in their root chakra and somebody else was stuck in their heart chakra. That's what I'm saying here, because the masculine energy is in green. The feminine energy is in red. So there's a connection here where one was more focused on the physical security, locking shit down, having this, having that. The other person was just caught up in their emotions. This reflected one of you, in this past energy, the negativity was being confronted was Your feminine energy needed to feel more secure. Your masculine energy needed to feel more loved. This connection showed you that. One of you had a lot of heart chakra hurt that needed to be processed. The other of you had a lot of physical root chakra pains that needed to be healed and processed in a connection that came up in the past. And again, you were asking yourself, why? Why am I attracting these things here? And why am I attracting these ones here? What are they here for? And the answers came in. So this could be one connection in particular, but I could see it could be more than just one connection where you were asking this question. When you ask a question, the universe brings you the circumstance, the situation that will reveal the answer to the question. Yeah. Yeah, you called for an answer. Some of you just wanted to know how you could feel more secure with yourself. Somebody here, your energy just came in real strong and you wanted to know, how could I love myself more? Because I really don't like myself. And then somebody showed up in your life to show you all the reasons to love yourself. And that could have been because they really didn't love themselves. And the more you saw it in another person, it made you aware of where you weren't loving yourself. And so, boom, you start to change that. It creates change for you. And that change it creates comes with an emotional release. Okay, let me see. What's with this crone energy? Hermit. We have the warrior. The warrior. This is a strength card. So we have, is this in the past, somebody here, you had a connection with Leo and the Virgo energies, because this is Virgo energy. This one is Leo energy. I heard I digress because 9 goes to 8. That's a digression. I see in your past when this connection came up, you, instead of listening to your own guidance from internally, you went into fighting mode. Instead of transmuting the energy with love and making this decision on which path you wanted to go, I heard you decided to stay and fight. You decided to stand and fight. Did you get tired of fighting yet? I heard. Did you get tired of fighting yet? That's what they're asking. You decided to stand and fight. Was this deciding to stand and fight with this person who was brought in to show you where that root chakra and that heart chakra had to be worked on? Okay, there was some pains that was being held on to. There was some hurts that was being held on to. That was creating repetitive, self-sabotaging experiences, and which you saw yourself as being victim. Okay. Show me more with this moon energy in the past as well. The moon also talks about closing out old cycles. So I see like anywhere where you decided you eventually got tired of fighting. Anywhere where you decided to stand and fight, you got tired of the fighting. You probably went ghost when you got tired of the fighting. You're like, you know what? I'm out of here. Peace. And then we have the Tower energy with initiation. So this deck always feels like, because it's number 16, it's the Tower. But it always feels like sometimes things have to fall apart so that they can fall in place. That's that energy here. But this was a spiritual initiation. And then they have the path, this symbol here. It was a spiritual process. You had to go back and forth over a situation. I'm here. You had to walk back and forth over the situation. You had to go back and forth through this experience, through these emotions to process them. But when you finally got to the point of the center, in other words, you might have went back and forth with this person or with your security or your mentality so much. And then they're showing me the last reading I did where we're talking about the sword in the hot and in the cold to make it stronger. Once you finally hit the center of all this back and forth, walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, when you finally hit the center, it's like, boom, a full release. I just saw a volcano go off, right? A full release of that. It's like you got tired. Basically, you got tired to where I shouldn't have to fight like this. I heard to be loved. I shouldn't have to fight like this. Why am I fighting to stay here when my journey says it's time to make a decision and go? I've arrived at a point where I must make a decision on which way I want to go. Why am I trying to stand here and fight it? I hear ain't no more fighting this. I've got to make the decision on what I'm going to do. There's no more fighting this. I heard I got to ground myself. Let me ground myself. Her black outfit said, let me ground myself. Let me get myself in touch with my energy. When you did that, when you decided to ground yourself, instead of getting caught up in your head and trying to fight what was, when you decided to surrender to what it is, recognize where you were on the map so you could properly plug in your destination, it's like, boom, the information came through, and I hear it liberated you. It cut out the back and forth. Let me see this 2 of Pentacles here in your current experience. Thank you. 2 of Pentacles coming through it, the 10 of Swords, and it came out in reverse. You're no longer, and it's saying in reverse because of the word disillusion. You're no longer disillusioned about an ending. You're ready to make the change. That's your final answer. Your final answer is, I'm done. I'm already done. For some of you, you finished the situation with a lover in the past that took a long time to process. It took a long time to process, and to hold yourself off from that experience, it took a lot of courage as well. Because I see somebody who wants to run back to the past, but knows I can't do that no more. So you stopped yourself. You stopped yourself. Yeah. And it's crazy because I feel like that person that came into your life, that energy that came into your life in the past that you had to release from, it came in at a period of time where you were single, independent, and thriving. And then this person came in and brought all sorts of chaos and confusion up from in you. I heard, but as you put a final ending to this situation, you're going to go. Your vibration is, because I just saw a cork that was tied in the bottom of the water, like Abraham Hicks talks about a lot. And that cork was, the cord was cut from that cork, and it instantly rises. So there's an instant rising of your vibration. And that is being confirmed with this 6 of Swords is coming up in your next position here in the immediate future. This 6 of Swords is coming up, and it's saying, all these points coming together, making sense about all these different experiences with these different ones. The truth, this is looking right now like, when you said, why did this happen and why did that happen? It's like each one was with a different experience or a different person. This is telling me that you finally made change in your experience by discovering the lesson or the blessing in each one. And the way I'm seeing it is each of these things in the past was, it was something where you felt victimized by it. You felt disempowered by it. It was something that they did to you. It was one of those hurtful experiences, hurtful situations that, most people, they just keep running from them for their whole life and then keep bumping into the same thing all over again. You make sense. You gain a different perspective. You zoom out. You fly high. Your vibration rises as you confront these and discern where it's like you found your victory in each one of them. You found the lesson. You found the blessing in each of those stressings. And now it must be that, because it's different for you. When it was something that happened to you and it had you all messed up in your head and messed up in your vibration, it was affecting your energy differently. But the moment from each of these things that you pulled your truth out of it, you pulled your empowerment out of it, you figured out why you became a better, more empowered, more wiser individual, more compassionate, more loving, whatever it was, it elevated you, it raised your vibration. And it's like forgiveness sets in for yourself and for the other, because now it's almost like it goes from somebody who you might even have been in loathing and hate of to you're actually grateful. Thank you. Thank you for being the asshole that showed me what a great person I could be. Thank you for being the jerk that showed me that I deserve better than that. Thank you for being the one who didn't see my value so that I could. Do you get that? Does that make sense? How's that resonating with you? Is that sounding sensible? And now I have the energy of 666 right here on the table because I got, I'm seeing 666 right now. And what I'm hearing with that, a lot of people are afraid of that number. They say that's the devil's number. Well, if you were a tarot reader or if you were into numerology, you would know that those sixes speak of harmony, and 3 speak of creation. 3 of them, triples energy is a creation energy. So harmony and creation comes as you confront what's the devil? That's your temptation, that's your fear, that's your own triggers. As you confront these things, those false connections, the things where you're tied to a perspective, a person, or a belief that is keeping you in the dark. It has not had the light brought to it. As you confront those ideas, which you have, boom, more harmony in what you're creating comes in because you're no longer holding that in your vibration. And what I always say about the devil, when the devil card comes up, which it has not come up here, just so don't freak the fuck out. But what I always say about it is the more you run from him, the more you run from that devil, whatever it is, it's not a person. Get that out of your head. It's not a person. It's an energy. The more you run from what scares you, the more you run from your fears, the more you run from the triggers, the more you run from what angers you, the more what you run from what hurts you, the more it will pursue you further down the path of life until you turn and confront it. So let's see what's coming out with the 6 of Swords. Show me more about that 6 of Swords. Thank you. The 4 of Cups. Yeah. You had to embrace this feeling of discontent. 4 of Cups energy. You had to look at it and address, why do I feel like crap when I think about this experience? Why do I feel like crap when I think about that person? Why do I feel horrible? Why do I feel afraid? Why do I feel stuck? And find the opportunity in it. It's an opportunity. There's the Psychic Tarot for the Heart calls the 4 of Cups. Opportunity beckons. But if you don't lift your head, you're not going to see it. You've got to lift to see it. And then there's the energy of the higher vibration here. So as you're looking at all of these experiences that you've had, not as something that happened to you, but an opportunity to show yourself what you're made of, to learn who you really are, to become more empowered because of the way you address it. You get into a more harmonistic viewpoint, and you're able to lend yourself to solutions. I heard solutions come in that energy. When something ugly and discontent and displeasing is happening, you can stay in that discontent or displeasing energy, or you can say, hold on, I feel like crap. That's because it's shit. I need to flush it. In other words, my higher self is not in alignment with my perspective on this. And remember, the first tarot card we had out was the Hanged One, which is saying a different perspective was needed, right? And you begin to look at this like it's an opportunity. Okay, what's the opportunity that's here for me? Whoa, that's a powerful creation energy that is aligned with solution-oriented energy. Yeah, that's what I see coming out for you, coming into some solutions. When you made a final decision to make some change in your life, and you've closed out some other stuff, you're going to begin to look at these experiences that may look unpleasing on the surface as opportunities that are of great value. Because when you really have looked at this, you're going to find that a lot of your most empowered qualities came from the ugliest of experiences. The ugliest of experiences, when you found the lessons and the blessings from them. They lent you the most power. I heard imbued you. There's no lending. The power is yours. It will never be taken back, No one is lending it to you. It was imbued. What's the difference with imbued? Because I'm also hearing it revealed your authentic power. I'm hearing that as well. Let me see what this word imbued means. Hold on a second, because I'm hearing, look it up. Okay. Imbued is not a word that I use. Imbued, past tense, okay. Inspired or permeate with a feeling or quality. It imbued you with your power. It helped you feel your power. It inspired you to embrace your authentic power. Your authentic nature was revealed through them. They were opportunities. It was not, oh my God, they did this to me. They did that to me. It was not that. It was an opportunity to be inspired or be permeated with the feeling or quality of your power. And how would you know where your power was if there wasn't a situation here that showed you where to go to get your power, or where to go to embrace the power that you have versus where you were holding yourself? A lot of this was mentally and emotionally. With that Empress energy, we have the Six of Discs coming out, bounty. I see that as you make peace with where you're at and where you're headed, with what has been and what is, I see that peace and looking at everything as an opportunity. Oh boy, I see that turning into profit. I see that turning into profit for you in a tangible way. Yeah, I see as you make this empowered perspective shift, you are receiving more power, more profit in your physical life. This is going to translate into an increase in your income, an increase in your health and stability, an increase in your receiving generous experiences from the others in your physical world. This is going to translate into people want to do things for you and benefit you. And now you've got to learn how to say yes, because you began to look at everything. It's all an opportunity. Opportunity. Even the word opportunity feels higher vibrational, doesn't it? And so as you begin to look at everything as an opportunity, no matter how ugly it might feel on the surface, you're going to notice what shows up for you. So many miraculous experiences that we've heard from others would not have been told if there was no challenge presented. If there was no challenge, then there would be no miracle. If there was no challenge, there would be no who could have showed what they had to, who could have showed what they had to help you, or how much they loved you, right? So there's this, you're getting more than what you need. You're getting an abundance, a bounty of what you needed, and you're attracting it because you're beginning to look at things as an opportunity. All right, with that Five of Cups, we have the Eight of Wands. So when I see these opportunities going to make some of your tears come flowing right from your eyes, and they will be tears of joy. And that in that joy, the tears of joy that you're releasing is going to be releasing of all sorts of pains from the past that was holding on to you. Yeah, I see that. And with this Eight of Wands, it's like, because things are moving forward, it's going to help you launch more desires. Okay, anywhere where there's sadness and discontent, that helps you launch those arrows of desire. And when you shoot an arrow, they're giving me that strongly again. When you shoot an arrow, you don't shoot it right in front of your feet. You shoot it way over there, which means your life is going to take you on a journey to get over there to get what you landed. When the hunters go hunting with their arrows, with their bows and arrows, they got to walk to go pick up whatever they've caught. So what you're realizing is the sadness you went through was setting you up for the come-ups that follow. But you have to keep journeying to get there. You've got to keep moving forward. Whatever, if you've been having some resource difficulties, like not enough money, not enough help, not enough time, I see that energy opening up to help you make progress because you're looking at it all as an opportunity, embracing it as an opportunity. They want me to go back to the Four of Cups that came out again, because the way you look at that opportunity, this is what they tell me, the way you look at the opportunity is the way it's going to come in for you. If you look at this as another opportunity to get myself in trouble, if you look at it as this is too good to be true, that's what you're going to see. If you look at it as this is the same thing all over again, that's what you're going to see in yourself and in your experience. But when you embrace that opportunity, even if it's the same experience, but you embrace it as an opportunity to hit it from who you become today, in other words, you hit the same space from a different head place, it's going to launch you forward, and it's going to release you from a lot of emotional weight that you've been carrying that had you feeling like others had more power in your experience than you do, giving your power away to them who did it to you. They did it to me. They ruined it. They hurt me. Okay, it might have hurt. It was an experience. It hurt. And I'm not saying that none of that is true. That may all be true. But you can focus on that, or you can focus on what's the opportunity here for me. Yeah, okay, so that hurt. That's where you plugging in the GPS. This shit hurts. Plugging in the GPS, where you really at. Okay. But if that's the truth, there's an opportunity in this. What's the opportunity in this hurt that I've been feeling? There's an opportunity in this. It's guiding me. It's teaching me. Where is it guiding me to? What is it teaching me? And then we have another Four of Cups coming out in your final tarot card up here. Let's see what goes with that Four of Cups. And in that Four of Cups, we said, as you remove yourself from all these past emotions, you're going to feel the flow of energy more. Things are going to open up for you, and you'll find emotional stability. And it's the Green Man. Yeah, the Green Man is the Fool in this deck. Look at all that life, all that greenery. Smoke a bowl if you got one. I'm just saying. Okay. Growth, creativity. And I'm even getting harvest. Harvest is coming in this. The Green Man, this is pure potential. You can go through anything. What is happening here is you're learning how to get through anything that comes your way on this path so that you can always meet with success instead of meet with fears and worries and trepidations and all of those things that keep you down. Ace of Discs, abundance. This is going to raise your vibration. This is going to increase your financial prosperity, your material prosperity, and your abundance on this plane is what I see. So now is the time. We've reached the conclusion of this download message. Now's the time for my tribe members. If you have the member logo because you purchased your membership on the channel, you can put in a personal question. If you sent me $10 US or more for a donation to get a personal answer right now, I need you to put where I can confirm that in the comments right now, followed by your personal question. If you didn't send a donation and you're not a member, if you're watching this and you asked your yes or no, now's the time to put yes or no in the comments. Just yes or no, that phrase, that's it. And I'm going to read your Alpha and Omega messages. I'm going to do the personal tribe messages, and then I'm going to do the yes or no for everybody. So let's see what we have. Two of action. Trust in your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around if you just continue to move forward. I feel like I almost said that word for word a minute ago. It may be time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. We said that so many times, zooming out and seeing the big picture. Perfect. I love that as an Alpha and Omega message. What else? Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, always and forever. That is the download message that I have for you today. Yes, trust in your ability to make excellent choices. And while I'm watching, I don't see any personal questions, so I'm going to get right into your yes or no. If you had a yes or no, I don't even see any yes or no's in there, but I know that others will watch us in the future when it's not live, and you will be ready for your yes or no. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull your yes or no question answer right now. And if the tribe puts in any questions before I start singing, I'll still take them. So let's see. Is the answer yes or no? Lesser Scott, thank you for giving them that answer yes or no with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. And we're going to, so connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and the body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Wisdom app, I hope you put your yes or no out to the universe, okay? Connecting the spirit and the body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, and connecting the spirit and the spirit. Now remember, this works because spirit knows how you phrased your question and was involved in that. So let's see. Is the answer yes or no for today's yes or no question? Yes or no, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 11th card says yes, okay? The bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So some of you, this is about your expansion or your growth. For some of you, this is about an Aries person in your experience, your father or your husband. The answer is yes, okay? Yes. Unreliable behavior, it's a gotta take a dump urge to address karmic cycles, okay? That must come to an end. Somebody here, yes, the death was to end this frivolous behavior. This is your victory, but you must choose to move forward, not get stuck there, okay? If you move forward, there is happiness and happy connections there, and you realize that this ending was happy, okay? You'll be able to move forward, focus on your goals, letting go of weights of the past, okay, to begin a new journey where you bring all the lessons that you've learned as tools and assets for you moving forward, okay, for your gain, for your independence, for your stability, for your enjoyment, for yourself. This is for you, okay? This is what I have for the download message today. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. Is in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.